Have you ever wondered what separates the strongest people on this planet from everyone else? It isn't just their physical strength. It isn't even their courage alone. It is their mind, their ability to endure, to stay consistent, to keep showing up when the body wants to quit. There is no greater example of this than the mindset of a Navy SEAL. Today, I want to share with you why you should train your mind like a Navy SEAL, even if you never see a battlefield. Because in many ways, life is a battlefield. Let's talk about mental resilience. In SEAL training, there's a saying, the body can withstand far more than the mind believes. Most people quit not because their muscles fail, but because their mind tells them, I can't take any more. When you train your mind like a SEAL, you build the habit of questioning that inner voice. You learn to push through discomfort. You become someone who can adapt under extreme stress, whether that's in business, relationships, or a personal crisis. Resilience is forged in hardship, not comfort. There's another SEAL principle you should remember. Embrace the suck. You see, most people run from pain, stress, and chaos. SEALs run toward it. They understand that suffering is part of the mission, and they accept it. In Stoicism, this is what we call more fatty, the love of fate. Not only accepting what happens, but loving it because it is fuel for growth. In your own life, imagine if you stopped wishing for an easy road and started loving the challenge instead. What could you achieve? Let's be honest. Consistency is boring. It is not flashy, but it is what wins wars and builds great lives. SEALs don't become elite warriors in a weekend. They show up every single day for punishing training. They execute drills until it is automatic, unstoppable. In your own world, consistency is the weapon that will build your mind, your business, your relationships, your daily habits, repeated with discipline, will determine your future. So think like a SEAL. Do the boring work again and again and again until quitting is no longer an option. In combat, a SEAL cannot control the weather, the terrain, or the enemy's every move, but he can control his gear. He can control his tactics. He can control his breath. That's the Stoic lesson too. Control what is in your power. Release what is not. So many of us waste energy worrying about the uncontrollable, the economy, other people's opinions, random misfortune. Instead, the SEAL mindset says, what can I do right now with what I have? That is real power. That is how you build an unshakable mind. SEALs endure pain that most civilians can't even imagine. The freezing water, the punishing workouts, the endless days without sleep. But they survive because of their self-talk. They learn to speak to themselves like a champion. One more rep. One more breath. Stay in the fight. Your mind will believe what you tell it. So choose your words carefully. Speak to yourself like a warrior, not a victim. That one skill can transform your entire life. SEALs train under extreme stress on purpose. Why? because when stress comes later, they are immune to panic. That's called stress inoculation. You can build it too. Challenge yourself daily. Do something hard. Train your mind to stay calm under pressure. Whether that means difficult conversations, business negotiations, or simply putting yourself in uncomfortable situations. Learn to stay cool when the rest of the world loses its head. That is a mental superpower. There's a famous rule among Navy SEALs. When you feel like you have given absolutely everything, you're only at 40% of your capacity. Think about that. When you say I can't go on, you still have 60% left inside you. Your mind will try to lie to you. It will try to protect you from pain. But if you want to live an extraordinary life, you must push past that 40% barrier. You must discover the other 60%. That is where greatness lives. No SEAL goes to war alone. They have their brothers beside them. They lean on each other, trust each other, fight for each other. We all need that tribe. We need accountability, loyalty, and encouragement. Your friends, your family, even your mentors. Find people who will hold you to a higher standard. Train your mind like a SEAL, but also build a brotherhood that supports you when you struggle. Together, you are unbreakable. Life will not always be fair. It will not always be gentle. There will be storms, heartbreaks, failures. But if you train your mind like a Navy SEAL, if you build resilience, consistency, courage, if you learn to embrace the suck, and if you build a tribe around you, then there is nothing, absolutely nothing, that can break you. Remember, control the controllables. Push past the 40%. Speak to yourself like a champion. And never give up. That is how you build a mind strong enough for any battlefield. The ones outside you and the ones inside you. If you found value in this message, take one lesson today and practice it. Push your limits. Challenge your mind. And never, ever settle for average. Because you were not born to be average. You were born to be unstoppable. I'll see you in the next lesson